Hey guys, it's Megan here. So I decided just to post another video tonight because these questions are really good and I just wanted to talk about them now. The first question is from Shirley Ann Peterson. I was wondering while applying for your jobs if your HLHS was an issue with the company. Did it make it harder to find jobs? For me, no. I've never put my HLHS on a resume before. And I haven't really told people until I've gotten to know them better. So my first job was with my mom, actually, and I was the answer phone person. I forget what it's called. I would just answer the phones and file work. So that was through my mom. My second job was working in a before and after school daycare. That one I got because I went to the same latchkey. It used to be called latchkey. Now it's called Celine Before and After School Care. But I went there as a kid, so they knew me. They know who I am. They know that I have this condition. So it was never really a problem. And I basically just watched kids and made activities and played with them, and it was a blast. And sorry, I was just texting my boyfriend. And then I went off to college. So I worked at the before and after school care for 4 years. It was an awesome job. I loved it. Loved the people I worked with. Awesome. So then I went off to college and I went to Trine University. I got a work-study job. So I was working with the university itself. But my dog. She's crazy sometimes. So I need to make sure I know what she's doing. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I would file paperwork and put employee files away and stuff like that. So I've never really done a job that's, I would say, stressful on me, per se, but I mean, working with kids, you're always running around. But I've never really had a job where it was physically demanding on myself. So after college, I graduated, moved out to California to live with my boyfriend, since he was going to school there. I got a nanny job out there. So I love working with kids, obviously. Been a nanny a lot, or a babysitter pretty much. So I worked that. That was 40 hours a week, just nannying for 2 kids. And then we moved out here, and I'm also nannying again, also for 2 kids. So it's always constantly running around, but it's never very stressful. Right now I'm working on my master's. I'm planning to finish my master's in child and adolescent development, psychology, sorry. And with that, I'm hoping that I can either run my own like daycare or be the developmental person of that. But what I really want to do is to do my child life internship and become a child life specialist. So I'd be working in the hospital with children that are sick, as I once was. That's my dream. I'm very excited to start this and get it done. I'm going to Capella right now. They said I should be done by next winter, I'm hoping. Winter, January, sometime then. So then hopefully I can start applying for jobs and internships and just start working in what I really want to do. So as for answering your question, for me it hasn't made it harder to find jobs. I know everyone's different, and I know some people don't even work with HLHS. So I'm grateful that I can work 40 hours a week and do a job that I love. But everyone is different. I think I'm going to ask around to everyone else and see if they can make a video for me, and I'll put them all together, just see what everyone does for work, how they make money, how they live, everything like that. I think it would be awesome to see not only myself, but these two guys that I know, Kyle and Brenton, and also Jenny and Kayla. So I'm going to ask them and see what they say. Okay, the next question, sorry that was so long, is how do your friends and fellow classmates act towards your scar and any of the things you do different because of your special heart? When I was in school, I was bullied. It happens. It wasn't that bad, I guess. I was also a very shy kid. So growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't really want to make a lot of friends. So I have a few friends that I've known forever. My friend Jamie, I've known her since first grade. And also my friend Sarah from first grade. So we've known each other so long. And I can really trust them, and they know me very well. So they've been there through me not making friends with other friends for other kids, and they've been through high school and off to college, everything. So some people questioned it, didn't really know what it was. But also growing up with a scar and a heart condition as a kid back then, I say back then as it was really long ago, but 24 years ago, okay, I should say like 20 years ago, there wasn't really many of us. So I didn't really have anybody to relate to. I didn't know anybody else who had what I had, or even a scar like I had. I thought I was the only one. I thought that I was weird, that I didn't know why they chose me to have this condition. So to me, I saw myself as an outsider, as someone who was weird and had this weird scar and had a voice that sounded like I'm sick all the time. So I didn't really want to make many friends because I was afraid of what people would think of me. Growing up, through high school, started coming out of my shell and being myself and not really caring what people think anymore. And then once I hit college, I was like, whatever. I have a scar. It's who I am. Doesn't matter. If you want to be my friend, that's awesome. So once I finally got to that point, nobody made fun of me. People just asked questions, and that's fine. And I know a lot of people do ask questions because it's unknown. People don't know about it. So yes, I was bullied, but I came out of my shell, and everything's good, and I have tons of friends now. She also asks, have you had any 911 episodes during school? Yeah. Okay, so during school, I'm trying to remember. I know that there were some times that I didn't want to go to school because I was bullied or I didn't feel good. I would make up that I was sick and stuff like that. Just because I was sick of people asking questions is what was wrong. And I didn't like going to the lunch line every day and being asked, "Oh, are you sick?" And I'm being like, "No, I'm not sick," or "Yes, sometimes I would just say yes just to move on. Because sometimes if you say no, I've had a heart condition, I've had 3 heart surgeries, you're like, "Oh no, what happened?" And then you have to explain the whole thing, which every day of your life gets really annoying. So sometimes I'll just make up that I'm sick. But as to 911 episodes, no, I haven't had any really bad heart things happen during school. The only ones that I can really remember are college. There was one time I was like trying university with my sister, just hanging out with some friends, and my chest started hurting, and I didn't know why. I didn't really do anything strenuous or anything like that. And then I started turning pale, and my sister was very concerned. I went to college with my sister, so she was worried and called my dad and my mom, and they're like, "You should go." So being in Indiana and not wanting to drive 2 hours to U of M, which I probably should have in the end, we went to a hospital in Indiana, just like 30 minutes away. Went there, explained the situation, told them what I have and all that stuff. And since they don't know me and they didn't really know what I had, they freaked. So I learned my lesson on that. Um, they ran a bunch of tests and they thought I had a blockage in my lung. So they were freaking out and transferred me at 6 a.m. to U of M by ambulance. Um, that was not a fun night. My sister and a couple friends drove me up there, or drove with the ambulance up there. My parents met me there. It was all a bad night. But turns out I didn't have a blockage in my lung. It was just that they did the dye wrong when they did a certain test. They did the dye one at a time, but they need to do it at the same time or else it looks like I have a blockage in my lung. Turns out it was just costochondritis, which I've talked about before, where I just have chest pains and it's the muscle wall and it's not really the heart. Turns out it was just that, and I learned my lesson on not going to a hospital that doesn't know you. And if you do go, explain to them everything that you have. So that was fun. But other than that, I haven't really had any other scary episodes like that. So yeah, sorry this video is so long. It's just easier to talk it out than write it. So if you have any other questions, please let me know and comment. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.